Greetings and welcome to week 2 of our Lenten Reflections. Welcome. We're going to pray together. We're going to hear a reflection. We're going to have an action step. And we're going to light a candle. So if you don't have your candle ready, that's okay. If you would like to get your candle, that's okay. Or maybe you'll have a candle for next week. So there is my candle. Being welcome. Now let's just take a little pause and center ourselves. So we're going to light the candle. And as we do, we remember God is with us. Sometimes it's hard to find God's light. Sometimes we blow it out accidentally. But God's light will never go out. We are not alone. God is with us. Let us pray. Gracious God, be near to us. Hear our prayers. God, we know you are with us. When we wander, you wait for us. You reach out in love and call us back to you. As we begin this Lenten journey, God, help us to slow our pace so we can see new life around us. Hear the voices of kindness. Feel the warmth of your grace. May your peace surround us and calm our anxious spirits. God, surround the world with your peace and understanding. God, surround the people of Ukraine with your peace. Comfort them. Walk with them as we know you are. God, bring them comfort and bring Ukraine peace and bring the world peace. Amen. Let us sing.
Be still, be God. Listen, know that I am God. Be still, be God. Be still, know that I am God. Be still, that I am God. Be still, know that I am God. Be still, that I am God. Be still, know that I am God.
Our reflection today comes from Mark 1, verse 40. He came to him begging, and kneeling, he said to him, "If you choose me, you can make me clean." And this is another way to hear that. The leper came to him begging, and kneeling, he said to Jesus, "If you choose, you can make me clean." The leper may have had that dreadful disease of leprosy, but he was also full of trust. If you have ever wanted for trust, you might even be jealous of him, of his ability to ask for help. Much of our trouble has its source in not being able to trust that something can be different or that we can be different. Hoping to trust again is what reflection can bring to you. You may find that you have sat long enough with your trouble and that you are ready to stand up. A Lenten spiritual practice may be nothing more than permission to sit through our stuff long enough that we are willing to rise from it. A little trust can go a long way towards us standing up or finding our way. A smart theologian said that the gospel is nothing more than the permission and the commandment to enter difficulty with hope. The gospel says it is nothing more than the permission and the commandment to enter difficulty with hope. You sit with the difficulty long enough to transcend it. In other words, you can't go around the difficulty, you have to go through the difficulty. So you have to find a way through that difficulty. You can't go around it. Not having trust is an acute kind of poverty. Losing hope is even harder. Hope is the prelude to trust. Not being able to trust rivals the worst of diseases. In fact, is a dis-ease, an absence of ease itself. Our world has made astonishing medical progress with formerly incurable diseases like leprosy. We have not done so well with trust. We can see that in the world today. Trust is not happening in very many places. So what makes it hard to trust? Is it an unknown that we are afraid of? Or is it a fear that we think something might happen? Trust is different than denial or evasion. Remember the leper. We do not know his name, but he taught us a wonderful lesson. He did trust, and he risked asking for help, even when he knew or thought he knew he would be rejected. It was unknown to him what might happen. Like the leper, we know the pain of not trusting. We feel alone and lost. The leper let go of his fear, decided to trust, and he received love and encouragement. So like the leper, we might need to sit through our stuff, find the courage to trust, and open ourselves to new life with God, letting go and letting God's light and love into our lives. Just like this light is shining here for us today, imagine that is God's love and God's light within us and all around us. Trust and let God's light in. Let us pray. God, as we reach out to you and to others, may we know we are not alone. May we, like the leper, find strength to risk asking for help. God, hear our prayer. God, hear our prayer for ourselves and for the people of Ukraine who are suffering this day. Amen. Our action step this time is to make a list of all the things and the people we don't trust and choose just one thing or one person. So make a list of all the things or people we don't trust. Choose one thing or one person. Pray for that one thing or pray for that person, and then reach out to that person if you are able to, or take a step into that place that you don't trust. So Make a list, pray, reach out, dare to trust. You do not go alone. God is with you. Let us sing.
Spirit, open my heart to the joy and pain of living. As you love, may I love in receiving and in giving. Spirit, open my heart. God, replace my stony heart with a heart that's kind and tender. All my coldness and fear, to your grace I now surrender. Spirit, open my heart to the joy and pain of living. As you love, may I love in receiving and in giving. Spirit, open my heart. Write your love upon my heart. As my law, my goal, my story, in each thought, word, and deed, may my living bring you glory. Spirit, open my heart to the joy and pain of living. As you love, may I love in receiving and in giving. Spirit, open my heart. May I weep with those who weep, share the joy of sister brother in the welcome of Christ. May we welcome one another. Spirit, open my heart to the joy and pain of living. As you love, may I love in receiving and in giving. Spirit, open my heart.
And so our blessing. May God's grace shape us. May God's love renew us. And as we go on the journey, be not afraid. God is with us all the way to the cross. And know God is with all the people in all parts of the world who are suffering, who are afraid. God is with them. And remember, you are God's beloved. Amen. And see, God's Spirit is with us. God goes with us wherever we go. The Spirit of God is with